big part of your career that's often discussed is that
Chuck Austin.
the Chuck Austin incident.
Yeah.
Could we get your version of the events, and also it was
the true version.
The true version. And one thing I recently heard Bruce Pritchard's podcast on you, and there may have been a payment you had to make out of your personal funds out of that. Maybe
they took money from me. Well, what had happened? We do it that way. Usually when you say what had happened was, it's about to be funny or joke or not true. But what had happened was true. Chuck Austin was, I really hate to say negative, but I'm just going to be honest. He wasn't that good. And he lied and said he was. He said, we got a wrestling school, I'm pretty good. And all my boys, all us wrestlers, you go over the matches, and if you got a signature move, just something only you do. Before Billy Gunn made the damn rocker dropper the fame asser, that was my move. It was something Sean and I, we would always go out to the ring early and sit there and think over moves, like what if we did this, throw them in that way, double do this, we'd always do that. And on that particular one time I came up with the leg over, I'm gonna do that. And it was actually WWF that called it a rocker dropper. We never named it. But with Chuck Austin, it was Tampa Sundome. And here's the thing. You don't want to do any moves that's not going to be done right, because it makes you all look bad. And you're trying to please this crowd and yourselves. You want to do good.
And it was a TV taping.
What's that? Yeah. It was TV taping at the Sundome, and you definitely want to get a TV one. And he had, when we was going over it in the dressing room, I remember telling him, all right, I'll get your arm, I'll do that, put my leg over it. He was like, oh no, I know what you're talking about, the rocker dropper. And I was like, oh, it's kind of almost complimentary, like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm talking about. And he goes, oh yeah. I said, but do you know how to do it? He goes, oh, I do it all the time. We do it at the wrestling school. I was like, oh, you got a wrestling school? He goes, oh yeah. We do 2 or 3 shows a week, but yeah, I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah. Straight up lie. And but when we actually went out to the ring, got ready to do it was a setup to a finish. Again, my wrestling boys know what I mean, and girls know what I mean. But that was the setup. The rocker dropper, bam, and then tag Sean, and he was coming off top with a fist, and that's the finish. I hate telling you. It's like I'm exposing the business. But anyway, yeah. I got it. Don't worry. I'm good. Lion Ninja didn't know what the hell he was doing. I kind of know what happened. As we in the ring, we get a feel for what's going on with the crowd. We did a move. We did something. He shot me in the corner and come charging in. Brought the boot up. That's a good boot. Brought the boot up. Boom. And it turns, I jump off and give him like a bulldog thing from behind, off the second rope. And it got a great reaction. 17,000 people, sold out Tampa Sundome. And a new guy is going to get real excited, like, wow, oh my God, listen to everybody. Going to do the next couple moves really best he can. And that's what happened. He tried on the rocker dropper thing. All he had to do is pancake. Head goes over, raise, flat, bam. He tried to do it like a DDT, because the bulldog thing, you just did it. He was still in the ecstasy world. Like, oh man, I want to make that crowd do that again. It was like, and we raised up, turned, and right on top of his head, and his head squirted out from underneath his body, which we saw on the video. Snapped his neck. I got sued for that. If you do an arm drag and a guy's arm comes off in your hands, should you really get sued? I mean, And that might be a goofy, example, but he did the move completely wrong, and so that I can't get in any trouble for what I'm about to say. In my opinion, and it's pretty much true, the American justice system ain't about right or wrong. It's about who's got the money and how can we get it. And that's all that was. That's all that whole thing was. He completely screwed up. It was obvious. Everybody knew. But WWE, it wasn't even trying to get me or Sean or Joey Morello, rest in peace, Joey. He wasn't trying to get none of us. What he was doing, and a lawyer got to him. I got so many lawyer friends, I hate to call them little damn wood ticks, but they told him that's a multi-million, now it's $1 billion corporation, multi-million-dollar corporation. Let's get them. We'll get them, and they did get them and me. They sued. I think the jury really wasn't after. I know they weren't. They weren't after me. They tried to wipe me and Chuck Austin off because here's how it worked. It was like percentage of negligence, which is why the fact that he signed a waiver that said in case of an injury, I hold nobody accountable but myself. I accept all responsibility for what's about to happen. Sign one of those, but yet it's still in court. And when I question, not Sean, when I question our lawyers, they're like, well, why is this in court when he signed a waiver? Our lawyers hit us with, we're not sure of that either. That's when I looked at Sean and said, we fucked. And I said, I apologize for my language just then, but we're fucked. They gonna represent us on this case and they don't know? Number one, it's a lie, because lawyers will find the bullshit answer. Everybody was in on a piece of the pie. WWE is a multi-million-dollar company. You take that pie, slice it up all these ways, we all gonna get a piece. And that's all that was, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure I'm right. But anyway, you know what? When Chuck won the case, he even lied on the stand. So did Sean, and he got away with it. But Chuck lied on the stand, and still won. And I still went over there and hugged that brother afterwards and said, because he is messed up, broke neck. Even though his doctors told me it's going to be a long rehabilitation process, but he'll get all but 5% use of his neck back. But and the doctor said, what's really nice is that you are keeping up with him. You're checking on your company, that WWF people. They don't keep up with him. They don't care. It don't seem like. I'll say, Jerry Briscoe, I hate doing this, but I'm going to say this. Jerry Briscoe told me when it first happened, I ain't never had nobody get their neck broke or any injury. No serious injury. Matches with me. And I knew it was, I knew he messed up. Doesn't matter though, man. When you see him get on a gurney thing and took him in a helicopter, flew him to Tampa General Hospital, and I'm looking at that, and that's the guy that was my guy, that was me. That shit hurts. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that shit hurt. I mean, when I say the rest of y'all, the rest of my boys and girls in the business, that shit hurt, man. You don't want to see a worker that you was just with you. We did everything we could, man. We kept up with him. Jerry Briscoe, we sent toys because it was near Christmas. We sent toys. I gave a girl a couple of $100 to buy toys because she was good with that. She worked at KinderCare, which was like a kids nursery type thing, and she knew what kids were like. It will hit their dad's in hospital for Christmas. Let's send them some toys. Let's do and it was all just out of love. It wasn't out of no what Jerry Briscoe told me. He pulled me, he called me, he goes, Marty, I understand that you were calling and keeping up with Chuck Austin. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? And he's like, well, you gotta stop doing that. Why? Well, because did you send them presents? Like the kids, yeah, why? He goes, it's making you look guilty. Guilty of what? Well, Marty, they're suing us. You can't do that no more. You know what? And I'm probably gonna get a backlash out of this that I probably regret. I don't give a shit no more. All they had to do, when I say they, WWF had to do, Chuck Austin, $200-something, because he knew, he told me, he had people tell me, I'm so sorry I messed up. I was thinking of the DDT. I messed it up. I'm thinking, like, don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about it. You're hurt. Don't worry about it. Apologize and stop. All they had to do, WWEF, both, had to do, pay his hospital bills. That's all. He wasn't looking to make money until you fucked him over. He wasn't trying to get me anyway. He was trying to get y'all for fucking him up. That's all y'all had to do, pay the hospital bill. 200, 300 grand. That's like what y'all do to me now with my ankle, with this screwed up ass damn thing, the jumping off top ropes for all them years happened. And you make $1 million off me last quarter, but you can't pay $40,000 to fix this, but you can send Sonny and Scott Hall and Jake the Snake and all of them to rehab 38 times, pay for that. Pay for this. Yeah, made it last freaking quarter. Okay, well shit, I just lost it. All right, sorry.